Welcome to the I24 News Desk. I'm Tracy Alexander. Thank you for joining us for this special news broadcast as Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrives in Israel, making him the first Indian head of government to visit the country. Now, the historic three-day stay comes as the two countries mark 25 years of diplomatic relations. Now, this hour we will bring you live coverage as Modi lands at Tel Aviv's Ben Gurion Airport, and we'll look closely at the evolution of the relationship for the two countries across both bilateral and international forums. Now, while this might be Modi's first visit to Israel, he's no stranger on the international scene. And even in India, Modi has been quite controversial. So who is he? Owen Alterman takes a look.
The greetings are friendly, but this is a man both loved and loathed. On the one hand, a fervent Hindu nationalist. On the other, an economic reformer. So who is India's Prime Minister? Narendra Modi is from humble origins. As a kid, he helped his father sell tea at a train station. But Modi rose up through the ranks of Hindu political groups in his state of Gujarat, until he became Gujarat's chief minister in 2001. There, Modi built a reputation as economic reformer and stellar manager. But he also was embroiled in controversy, with the killing of more than 1,000 Muslims in Gujarat in 2002. Modi criticized for not doing enough to stop it. For years afterward, he couldn't even get a visa to visit the U.S. But times have changed. In 2014, Modi became Prime Minister of all of India. In office, Modi has moved forward on economic reforms. India is one of the world's fastest growing economies, but also lots of bureaucracy and corruption. So this popular Indian leader now has a rising profile on the international stage, bringing to bear the power of a country of more than 1 billion people. And now, bringing that profile and that power to Israel. Owen Alterman, I24 News.
Now, a quick look at Modi's schedule while he's here in the region. Besides sit-downs with senior politicians and business leaders, his packed itinerary includes meeting a Jewish victim of a terror attack in Mumbai, visiting a flower farm, a desalination plant and the Israel Museum, headlining a rally for thousands of Indians living in Israel, and laying wreaths at a military cemetery in Haifa in Israel's north. Now, this afternoon or this evening, here local time, he'll visit Yad Vashem, Israel's Holocaust Museum, and the entire visit over the span of the 3 days will be peppered with meetings with both Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, President Reuven Rivlin, as well as Labour leader Isaac Herzog. Now, with us in studio is our international affairs correspondent Bianca Zanini and political analyst and host of The Rundown, Kalev Ben-David. Thank you both for being here.
Pleasure to be here.
Now, Bianca, just briefly, we know that Israel is calling this historic. In fact, Benjamin Netanyahu accompanying Modi across the 3 days, something that isn't normally done, only really with Donald Trump and the Pope, people are saying. Why is Israel calling this so historic?
Well, it is historic, and the ties between the two countries have never been closer. We've seen that Modi is somewhat of a hugger, and I'm expecting lots of warm embraces here. Now, India has always kept the relationship with Israel sort of at an arm's length, and that's changing for a lot of reasons. The two countries have a lot in common. Apart from these big billion-dollar defense deals, we are looking at agriculture. They need ideas, they need technology from Israel. We're looking at promotion of tourism. We're looking at even bringing Bollywood to Israel. And then, of course, the large diaspora that they have in common. And the Indian diaspora counts 28 million people, and the Jewish about 7. So lots of things that they can see eye to eye on.
Right. And Kalev, we were talking earlier about how important this is specifically for Benjamin Netanyahu himself.
Absolutely. You know, for the last few years, Prime Minister Netanyahu has pursued a policy where he has been trying to pivot Israel's relations primarily away from Europe, which is the EU is still Israel's main trade partner, more in the direction of Asia with India and China. One reason is economic, the growing economies, and of course India has a massive economy, as Bianca alluded to, but also political. He's been feeling political pressure more from Europe on the Palestinian issue. He feels that will be less important for the Indians and the Chinese, and indeed Prime Minister Modi not visiting Ramallah here.
All right, well, that was just a quick entree. We're going to delve into this over the course of the hour. We're going to take a short break, but stay with us 2 minutes and we're back. We're bringing you a whole lot more right here at the I24 News Desk.